Welcome back to After Hours. He was born into a family of sharecroppers in Delight, Arkansas. He rose to the pinnacle of show business with a string of #1 records and his own television show. Glen Campbell was first an excellent studio musician who played for Frank Sinatra, the Mamas and Papas, Bobby Darin, and many other luminaries. He knew Elvis. Remember these hits? Gentle on My Mind, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Galveston, Wichita Lineman, and Rhinestone Cowboy. I visited Glen in Los Angeles and began by asking him about the greatest professional thrill in his life so far.
I guess the biggest kick I got out of it was really like retiring Mom and Dad. You know, Dad said, well, you mean you're just going to pay our way? And I said, yeah, that's what I mean. I want you to retire. Buy you a new truck every other year, or every year if you want one. You know, what do you want? Fishing boat? Just to retire them and to get Dad to quit worrying about where the next meal is going to come from.
What was Elvis Presley like? You knew him pretty well, didn't you?
Yes. Boy, howdy. I met him in 1956. He came through Albuquerque with the Fair and Young show. And Farron made the mistake of the first night opening the tour in Amarillo, Texas. It was the Fair and Young show, you know, featuring Elvis Presley. And it was his first tour. And the first night in Amarillo, Texas, you know, Elvis went on first. And 2 nights after that in Albuquerque, Elvis went on last because he said it was the most amazing. Fair and Young said it was the most amazing thing that he had, and me too. I'd never seen anything like him. You know, Fair and Young's out there doing his hello walls, hello, and all the great stuff. And we want Elvis, we want Elvis. Can you imagine that happening to you? And I was locked in the dressing room. Wasn't locked. We were just there because they couldn't get the girls out away from the doors. They were breaking the windows out of the place. It was the old Armory in Albuquerque. Elvis was like he was in the movies. He was that way, you know.
Jimmy Webb wrote many of your greatest hits. Are there many songwriters like him around today?
Well, there are, I'm sure,
but you don't know who they are.
I hadn't run into them. I think I was so blessed by running into Jimmy Webb. You know, having a writer like that. I think probably Jimmy Webb is one of the best songwriters that I ever met.
And some of his songs for you are?
Yeah, he wrote Wichita Lineman for me. I thought that was just totally a scream.
How many did that sell?
Oh, I don't know.
That many?
Yeah, it was millions.
And I need you more than want you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita Lineman.
So most people have been around a while, know about Glen Campbell, Good Time Hour, how you broke into national television exposure for the Smothers Brothers, sitting in for them one summer. But you know, more recent days, they've read about some other problems, your DUI thing, the going to jail business and all that. You on the other side of that now? What'd you learn from that experience?
Yeah, not to drink anymore.
That's a good lesson.
A lot of people say, don't drink any less either. No, that's what I learned. You know, I should have done it a long time ago. I was kidding myself. I was getting out and I was cheating drinking, you know, and you can't do that. For some reason, I went out and was playing golf and I had a rum and Coke. Then I had another rum and Coke, and that was enough, because I wasn't used to drinking. And besides rum and Coke, you know, you can put that much Coke and that much rum, and that's how I got the DUI. I didn't remember anything, Cal, from. I would say I don't remember leaving the golf. I didn't remember leaving the golf course.
You worked for a lot of great talents. You were a session musician for many years, backed up a lot of tremendous singers before you went solo. Who's the greatest talent you ever worked with, other than when you're playing in front of a mirror, I mean?
It ain't the guy in the mirror. Roger Miller.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He was just the funniest man on the planet, and zany. He wrote, you know, he won a Tony for a play. He wrote Big River.
You wrote some novelty stuff too, didn't he? Fun stuff?
Oh, yeah, you know. Dang Me was
Ought to take a rope and hang me.
Sad, fun song, yeah.
Hang me from the highest tree.
Yeah.
Woman, don't you weep for me.
And Roger was one of the funniest men on the planet.
Yeah.
He said his wife was such a bad cook, a swarm of flies got together and fixed the screen door.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You see that in front of her?
Yeah, of course he did. Pygmies would fly in from the Amazon just to dip their arrows in her gravy. He said.
Oh, gee. Oh, give me another one. You're on a roll here. That's good.
I was trying to think of one. He said he knew how Captain Hook died. Jock itch.
Oh, jeez.
That's Roger Miller. I mean, that's how his mind worked.
Tell me about Kim, your wife, and what difference she's made in your life.
Oh, what a difference you've made in my life. Oh boy, there's no beginning to that one. And hopefully there's no ending to that one. I guess I just woke up one morning and realized what an incredible woman that I was married to. She didn't, I mean, to put up with me through the years of the drugs and the alcohol and all of that was, you know, you had to have a lot of courage and a lot of strength to do that. I probably wouldn't have put up with her if she'd have been the same way. I don't know. But it's one of those things that it grew. In other words, she made it work. She really did.
That you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind.
Thanks to both my great guests tonight. Before we go, if you'd like to contact us, you can send us an email at afterhours@foxnews.com. Good night from New York.